Assalamualaikum and very good evening to Madam Roslinda. My name is Muhammad Irfan. I'm from BGDA. Okay, for today I'm going to present my as for assignment one for writing multimedia. Okay, for introduction based on the project brief provided by our lecturer Madam Roslinda. The first report for this assignment is about research review a true film, which is we have to research uh real movie and animation movie. For the first movie I choose is for real movie is Avenger Endgame, and the second movie for animation is Toy Story 1. Okay, for the first movie I choose for the real is Endgame. So basically, Avenger Endgame is a American epic superhero film based on the Marvel comic superhero team, The Avenger, produced by Marvel Studio and distributed by Walt Disney Motion Picture, is a direct sequel to Avenger Infinity War 2018 and the 22 film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay, for the main character, of course, is Iron Man. So he is a leader and leader in the Avenger who is self-described a genius and billionaire, also a playboy, I think. Yeah. So he's a electromechanical suit of armor is on making. Start there because his selfness as in the end chapter starts that they felt that his death was earned after granting him. Okay, for the second character is Captain America. He's an Avenger World War veteran and former fugitive. He was ancient to the peak of human physically by experimental serum and frozen in suspended animation before working up the modern war. Modern. Okay, for the for the for the third character is Thor, and he's Avenger. He's from other planet. He's from the king of Asgard, said to redeem himself, not killing Thanos, and because the world, his the world is destroyed by the Thanos, I think. Okay, for the fourth character is Hawk. He is a scientist who become exposure to gamma radiation typically transform into a monster when enraged or alligator in this film. Banner has to manage to balance these two sides with gamma experimentation, enabling him to combine his intelligence with the heart strength and physical structure. Alright, so we move on supporting character. So she is a Black Widow, so highly trained spy member of uh, Agent Shield, faction of Avenger and former agent of Shield. She alone Steve Rogers with the end battle against Thanos. Okay, for the second supporting character is Ant-Man, of course, because he's a pretty criminal and later on a major acquire a suit that allow him to shrink and grow in the scale. However, during a trip to Equatorius to gather quantum particle for ghosts, Ant-Man becomes trapped as a better entire family was turned into dust by Thanos, following the snap along with half of life in the universe. Okay, for the story plot is a major game is a 23 day after Thanos years half of life in the universe. Carol Dennis rescue Thanos and Nebula from the deep space and they reunite with the remaining Avenger, which all they survive. Bruce Banner, Steve Rogers, Thor, Natasha. Natasha is a Black Widow and James Rhodes is a best friend Tony Stark. Locating Thanos on every planet, they plan to use the Infinity Stone to reverse his action, but discover Thanos has already destroyed them to prevent further as source dissipated Thanos. For the 5 years later, after that, Scotland escaped from the Quaternion, researching the Avenger compound. He explained that he experienced only 5 hours while trapped. Theorizing the Quaternion allow time travel that they are stuck to help them retrieve the stone from the past to reverse the action of Thanos in the present. Stark, Rocket, and Banner, who are since burst intelligent with the heart strength, build time machine. Banner knows the past does not affect their present. Any change create alternate Banner and Rocket travel to Norway, where they visit Asgardian refers to see a new Asgard and recruit on overweight responded. He want to see a Thor. So Banner, Lang, and Stark travel to New York City to relocate at Loki attack in 2012, and the sentence Saturn Banner convinced that Asin want to give him the stone time after promising to return the various stone to their proper point in time. As Stark sour, Roger retrieved the Mind Stone from Hydra sleeper agents, but Stark and Lang is a Ant-Man attempt to steal the space station, but he's failed because some hard to escape with it. Roger and Stark travel to camp in 1970, where Stark obtained an early version of the Space Stone and encountered his father, Howard Rogers, still paying particle and hunt to return to the present and spice his lost love Peggy Carter. Meanwhile, Rocket and Thor travel to Asgard in 2013. Rocket abstracted to the reality stone from the Jane Foster while Thor get encouragement from his mother, Frigga, and retrieve his whole hammer. Veteran remnant of Nebula and Rhodes travel to 2014. Nebula and Rhodes to go Mora and steal the Power Stone before Peter can. While Baron and Romanoff travel to Vome, they want to find the Soul Stone. But the Red Skull rebel can be only acquired by sacrificing a loved one, which is one Black Widow. She is sacrificed herself, allowing Burton to get the stone. Rose and Nebula attempt to return their own son, but Nebula she cannot escape when his ability in the past self, allowing 2014. Thanos to learn of his future self success and the Avenger attempt to undo in 2014. Thanos sent 2010 Nebula forward to the prepare for his arrival. So Unity in the present, the Avenger placed the stone into a guidance that Star, Banner, and Rocket had built with some resistance of their radiation. Banner the guide and reverse Thanos designation. Meanwhile, Nebula and his warship to represent Nebula, her future self, used the time machine to transport Thanos his warship to present, which is he has used to destroy the Avenger compound. Present Nebula convinced the government to betray Thanos, but is unable to convince Nebula and kill her. Thanos overpowers Thor and Rogers and summon his arm to retrieve the stone. He said instead of using to destroy the universe and create a new one, restore Seven Strange, arrive with the other source, the Restore Avenger and the Guardian of the Galaxy, the ravage of the armies Wakanda and Asgard to fight Thanos' army. Also arrive and destroy Thanos' warship, but Thanos overpower her and size got like sorry with the background noise because I'm at the thing. Following the Stark funeral, as you can see when, alright, never mind. Following Stark funeral, saw appoint Valkyrie, the new king of New Asgard, and joins the Guardian, return the stone to their proper timelines and remains in life, Carter in the past, present, and Adri Rogers passes his shield to Sam Wilson. Alright, so for this, the story copy is a person versus person. So Captain America, as you can see, this is a picture with which is Captain America Thanos. In the end, Avenger Endgame, Captain America fight for the friend he wants to fight with and for responsibility despite Thanos was so powerful of the Avenger despite other will break under rubble because of Thanos attack. Captain America, Iron Man and Thor have to defeat the Thanos in the end. So this is a person environment. They have to find each stone with different place. So which is they have to find a I think a 6 stone, which different place and or different planet. So this will relate with environment. Okay, person versus self, which is after the Infinity War, Tony Stark give up to fight with Thanos because Thanos is so powerful. So, so Thanos almost killed Tony Stark, but Doctor Strange give a time stone to the Thanos, so Thanos did not kill Tony Stark. So Tony Stark give up with his fight after fight with Thanos in Avenger Infinity War. Right, so the climax elements in Avenger Endgame is during the climax, the movie is all time to describe for the Infinity Stone between Thanos and Iron Man. Although Thanos thought he had an upper hand, Iron Man simply took to perform a snap of his thumb to the shock of a lot of people. Iron Man actually won. He snapped his finger, thus destroying everybody. Thanos has just in Infinity War back to life at the present moment. So as you can see, this Iron Man, he got all the stone from the Thanos. So a lot of antagonist character in the movie, which include Thanos, all praised due to the snap. So as you can see, all the enemy or antagonists, he despite to into the dust because Iron Man snap his finger. So this is a technology applied to produce a film. The movie visual effect were nominated Academy Award in 2019. Is no wonder the amount work out into astonishing. The technology used in bringing 3D character to life in action was the motion capture technology, which helped capture the performance of actors such as Josh Brolin. Right, so we move to animated movie. So this my second movie choose is animation. Is Toy Story. Toy Story is a first. I'm sorry. It's a 95 American computer animated comedy film produced by Pixar Animation Studio and released Walt Disney Picture. The first installment in the Toy Story franchise is was the first entirely computer animation feature film as well as a feature film from Pixar. So this main character is Woody, of course. He's a uh, cowboy rock doll who appears in Disney Pixar Toy Story franchise. In the film, Woody is one of the main protagonists. So the second main character is Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear is a fictional character in Toy Story. He is a scenarios by toy action figure based on the universe film and television franchise Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, a a space ranger, along with his friend. His best friend is Sheriff Woody. He is one of the two main characters in all for the story animated films. So this third main character is a Bo Peep. Bo Peep is a portrait as a very flirtatious, romantic, sensible, and delicious choice. She is described as gentle, ladylike, and kind heart. So the fourth character is a Silky dog, just called a Silky or sometimes Sling. Sometimes they call Sling. They call to name, I think, a Slinky and Sling. It's a toy that can with a dash scan with a metal slinky for a body whose speed with a gravely solid asset. Slinky head, feet, and tail are plastic. He has grown collar. So the third character is Mr. Potato Head, right? For the fourth after the main character is Rex. Is actually is a supporting character, right? I will tell the story part for this Toy Story. A group of toys raising likeness around humans are preparing to move into a new house with their own Andy. His name owner is Andy. His sister is a Molly and their single mother. The toy become say when Andy has his birthday party of it become the chef Woody Andy's favorite toy and their leader sends Sarge and his green army to spy on gifting with a baby monitor. uh, I skip for this because I want to. not waste of time. Okay, 2 days before the move, Andy's family plans for a dinner pizza planet where Andy is allowed to bring along only one toy to ensure Andy choose him and not Buzz. Woody tries to use a radio controlled car RC to knock Buzz behind the desk, but accidentally knocks him out from window instead. Right? The other toys, except for Bo and Sneaky, believe Woody the rig tried to kill Buzz, but Andy arrived and takes Woody before they can exact revenge. After a further argument, the two hitch arrive on a pizza planet drive delivery truck and sneak into the restaurant. However, Buzz mistakenly believes a clay crane full of little green men to be a true rocket as he still believes he is a real space ranger and Woody climbed in after him. Skip that. As a Woody trying to find an escape route, Buzz is shocked by TV commercial that shows him that he's a toy. He attempted to fly but breaks his arm and fall into despair. This caused Woody failure to find an escape route. After Sid toys fits Buzz, Sid returns and tapes Buzz a rocket planning blow to him to pieces. But thunderstorm forced him to delay the launch until the next morning. Overnight, Woody helped Buzz realize the purpose is making Andy happy while admitting his own insecurity about being inadequate to Buzz. This conversation is restored Buzz resolve and the two work to get out Sid house. Okay, Woody and Buzz proceed and the movie truck, but Scott see them and gives chase. Scott is a dog pet from dog pet. Beating Woody, but Buzz fight off Scott while Woody feet climbs into the truck and push RC out using it to distract Scott and rescue Buzz. The other toys, thinking Woody is not trying to get right of RC, toss Woody back into the street, having escaped Scott, but Buzz and Woody pursue the truck on RC. On the other toy spot, they come in to realize the error during the chase. RC battery ran out, forcing Woody to ignite the rocket still trapped. But as they launch toward the truck, they become airborne and Woody dropped RC into the truck. Buzz opened his wings to serve the tail and just before the rocket exploded and Woody glide over the truck. So after that, he and Woody glide over the truck and fall through the sunroof of Andy's car. So Andy sees his favorite two toys. At the Christmas in the new house, Serge and his man spy of the gifting of again while the other toys with Mr. Potato is delight when Molly gets a Mrs. Potato and head and Buzz talking about it and when gift could be worse than Buzz, only to nervously smile each other when Andy gets a dash cam puppy. So here's a story conflict. It's a person versus person. Woody and all the mutant toys plan a way to extract revenge on Sid and help Buzz before Sid destroy him with a rocket. So the climax element is Woody enough to plan to free Buzz, but the true climax began as Andy moving pull up from his house. Woody and Buzz like to catch up before they lose Andy forever. Cinematic moment, Woody and Buzz fight to Andy cars and then safely. So in summary, watching the movie Avenger game and Toy Story left a good impression on me. I really enjoyed both movie, arrogant, great and fun for all people age. However, the script writing and character building can be improvised and have a lot more potential. This is from me. Thank you. Bye. Yes.